being a victim of circumstances to being the architect of your own destiny. Instead of letting life push you around, you start pushing back. Instead of reacting to problems, you take control and make decisions that move you forward. It starts with small, deliberate actions. Start by setting clear intentions each day. Ask yourself, what is my purpose today? What is the most important thing I can do right now to move closer to my vision? Don't let the day slip by without making purposeful decisions. Whether it's a small action like organizing your workspace or a bigger one like taking steps toward a long-term goal, make it count. The more you practice intentional living, the more you begin to feel empowered as though you are in charge of your life. You also need to get clear about what matters to you. So many people waste time and energy on things that don't truly bring them joy or fulfillment. They live according to what society values or what others expect of them without ever stopping to ask, what do I truly want? What is it that I care about? What brings me fulfillment? When you start to live according to your own values and desires, you stop being controlled by external forces. You make decisions based on what you believe is important, not on what others think is important. Another key to stopping this cycle of living by default is learning to say no. When you're living passively, it's easy to say yes to everything, to commitments, responsibilities, and obligations that aren't aligned with your vision or your purpose. But to live intentionally, you need to prioritize your time. You need to protect it by saying no to things that don't serve you. Saying no is not about being selfish, it's about making space for what truly matters. It's about choosing what aligns with your purpose and your vision and letting go of anything that detracts from it. When you live intentionally, you become the creator of your own life. You shape your circumstances instead of being shaped by them. You take ownership of your choices and begin making decisions that move you forward. Every choice, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity to create the life you want. You stop living by default, and instead you start living by design. The idea that we must wait for perfect conditions before taking action is one of the most pervasive myths that holds people back from achieving their goals. It's the illusion that things must align perfectly before we can begin, that we need the right moment, the ideal set of circumstances, all the perfect resources to move forward. The reality, however, is far different. Perfection does not exist in the real world. Conditions are never truly perfect, and waiting for them to be so is a recipe for procrastination and missed opportunities. What most people fail to recognize is that action itself creates the chance to move closer to their purpose.
Good morning.
They don't waste time on things that don't serve their vision. They invest it wisely. The reality is that the time we spend today shapes the life we will lead tomorrow. When you waste time, you waste your future. So often people will tell you that they're too busy or too tired or too overwhelmed to work on their dreams or to focus on what truly matters. They may fill their time with distractions, with things that give them temporary pleasure, but add little value to their long-term growth. This is the trap, the illusion that we have endless time, that the future is far enough away that it doesn't need our immediate attention. But the truth is, the future is always closer than we think. The time you waste today is time that you will never get back, and tomorrow is shaped by the choices you make now. We have to start seeing time as an investment in our future, our growth, and our dreams. Each day, each hour is a deposit into the future we are creating for ourselves. How will you look back on the way you spent your time? Will you be proud of how you used the gifts you were given, or will you regret not having used your time more wisely? Recognizing the gift of time means understanding that it is precious and fleeting. When you truly grasp that time is limited, you begin to live with intention. You begin to make decisions that align with your highest priorities, not your temporary moods or distractions. You stop allowing the world to dictate how you spend